The stakes have not been higher here at the Overwatch World Cup. It'll be France versus Thailand. One best of three on Nepal to decide who goes to BlizzCon. They'll both be there. One team will be playing. One team will be, as Rachel's saying, sad. Sitting in the crowd watching the other team play. But I feel like, at least looking at this matchup on paper, the biggest, head-to-head player matchup, I feel like, is Crew on France versus Apudo on Thailand.
Yeah, I think it's a decent argument that they sort of brought up on their desk. Do we see Crew go back towards that Xayah? He had a lot of confusion about it yesterday. I mean, this is where France can potentially take their revenge against Thailand, obviously for, well, I wouldn't call it an upset, but for taking them down previously. But Matt, I mean, will we see the Xayah? Oh, I don't know. I think the McCree from Crew's been really, really good, and that might be needed to shut down Apudo's Genji.
I feel like it's necessary. I mean, we saw a little bit earlier in the day. I say a little bit earlier in the day. It feels like, a different day where we saw Russia go up against the USA, and they did a fantastic job with McCree shutting down, doing a good job attempting to shut down Shadowburn's Genji. I feel like when you have somebody who's so good on that hero in Apudo, you need something to counter on the side of France. And Crew has been playing a very solid McCree throughout the Overwatch World Cup thus far.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what you need to use to counter it. Now, France actually did move Crew back to the Xayah and had Nox on McCree the last time these two played on Lijiang Tower, and I was happy to see it. It just wasn't quite enough, but it was part of what allowed France to get 2 of those rounds on Lijiang back and take it to a 5th. So that's something to look out for. Yeah,
we will be starting up round number 1 here. The best of 3 on Nepal. Winner goes to BlizzCon. Be on with Thailand here first, as both teams are going to fight for this high ground. It's going to be a charge coming in there from Mikolo, but he's not able to get anything for it. It's going to be 3 kills, though, coming in from his teammates. They're going to force Apudo all the way back. A fantastic start here for France.
A big part of France with success on these maps, and a big part of what they were able to do against China, was Mikolo just going to another level. In the last map, actually the last Nepal map, we saw France struggle. Mikolo wasn't having the impact he needed to have, but he didn't get the first charge on towards KOKFC, and he did get a second kill in that fight. So more of the same from Mikolo will be a good sign for France as they control the point.
Yeah, you're going to see NZNR put up a nice Mei wall there, blocking off France. Going to have to take an alternate route to get back towards the point, as you see Thailand putting some pressure, getting 3 players onto it. You're going to have Crew coming in from the up top on Reaper. The point is going to change hands to Thailand here, but it looks like France going to be able to mount up a pretty nice fight here. They're going to be able to take the point quick, right back in their favor, and I feel like that's where France just baited Thailand in to take control.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that if I didn't see a Blizzard use from Deacon there, because yes, Thailand took the point back, but France already had a 2-man advantage by the time that Blizzard would use. So Deacon there maybe didn't have to dig so deep into the pocket, but hey, they won it and they have control still.
Yeah, and we're seeing Thailand right away switch things up. They're going to have NZNR go over to Farah, and you're going to have Apudo switch things up and go to Tracer. Kitty going to use her nano boost on a Crew, and he's able to get one. Going to stop the push from Thailand right in its tracks. Apudo pushes in, actually, and he gets taken out by Crew as well. So that's going to force Thailand to just stall for even longer. And I like what I'm seeing out of France right now.
Yeah, Crew, the man with the golden guns here as well, going to be crucial now with that Death Blossom not far away. The Graviton for Nox, and France are always going to have, by the looks of things, at least one decent ult to fight with. So Thailand need to break them and do it soon. But France, they're controlling this high ground. They're not moving from this bridge, man.
Yeah, and they have the Graviton Surge to use. Here comes the push from Thailand. It's going to be Nox pushing through. He catches everybody in the Graviton. It's going to be Mikolo picking up 2, Nox with 1. You see it's going to be KOKFC. He gets nano boosted there for Thailand at the end. He drops right away. Apudo, though, he comes in with a pulse bomb, not able to get anything for it. He's going to have to back out as France trying to chase after him. And you do see Crew actually switches things up to McCree. So when you do have that Farah and Tracer on the side of Thailand, good adjustment here from France.
Big love to AlphaCast there as well. He died, but he managed to get a soundbar rock just as that pulse bomb was placed on top of the French team while they were in the Graviton Surge. Honestly, saved them probably almost 3 deaths there and keeps them in control at this point. His 95%, man, is getting close, and Thailand have got to go.
And NZNR has that rocket barrage. We'll see how he decides to use it. Kitty picks up 1 here, and you're going to see the nano boost come in, and he gets pinned against the wall, but they almost burn the rocket barrage there. They get nothing for it. Kitty, she lands a fantastic sleep dart there on NZNR. They do quick work with him, and now Mikolo inside the point trying to find players from Thailand. They are all dead, though, Uber, and you will see France take round number 1.
That is going to be the start that the French side are looking for, Rex. You saw Mikolo there as well. I mean, I kind of called him out a bit. This is the thing, right? If you have good performances all of a sudden, when Mikolo, maybe people didn't expect much from him, now they expect things from him. And if you have a weaker map, it'll be brought up. But this was much better from him. He was engaged. He was very much proactive with the charges, and he had good backup. I think AlphaCast and Kitty, I mean, those two played really, really well. Kitty, she got some really important pickups actually at the start of some of these fights with a bit of a aggression, which is good to see from Anna, not just healing blindly.
Yeah, she hit a crucial sleep dart. I mean, right there we saw it. NZNR gets in the point with that rocket barrage. She hits that sleep dart. The pain comes in from Mikolo. It was France able to take round number 1. It's going to be Thailand with their backs against the walls. And right away we see Apudo go over to the Roadhog. You like that decision here?
Well, it really depends. I don't think so. We talked about it on the desk and Reinforce brought it up. It's that when Digan's playing as well on that Reaper as he has been, I mean, you saw what he did to the Roadhog there on the Chinese side. Apudo has to be careful here, but of course we know how strong Roadhog is on this map because of the hooks. It's going to come down to the skill matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be Thailand going with 4 tanks here, and on the side of France, we're actually going to see Digan running a Junkrat. So Junkrat on King of the Hill, something we don't see too often. We haven't seen it at all here. The Overwatch World. I like it. It's going to be Digan picking up the first one. And I feel like against this composition, I feel like the Junkrat's a perfect combination. He doesn't think so. He just wants to jump off the side of the map. And now you're going to have Mickey getting back in his Diva mech, going to dive right onto the point. And now you're going to see Thailand engage here.
Yeah, Mickey going to be just surrounded here in this fight. It's really just him on the point right now as France generally have control. They're not coming out. Crew's going to have to block by the defense matrix, but Mickey eventually he's going to be reseated. No, got enough healing here in Thailand, actually managing to stay on this point here. Nice coverage and healing over towards a Diva for Thailand.
Yeah, it's very hard to heal Diva through that. I mean, she takes a ton of damage. You actually see some ults come up for France really early. It's because of that tank-heavy composition on the side of Thailand, but Carlos does have that nano boost. We'll see who he applies that to on this next push, and you can already see France changing things up. You're going to have Crew switch over to Reaper. Digan get off Junkrat and go to Genji, so they're going to put a lot of pressure on the side of Thailand. Here comes Crew flying through. He's able to get 2. Apudo, he's going to get 1, but you see how fast that nano-boosted Reaper is able to cut through that Diva mech. It's going to be France on the point and gaining control.
Yeah, credit to Thailand, though, for recognizing that there was Crew hurtling towards them at a rate of knots with the nano boost. They backed away and didn't lose too many people. That also means they don't feed ultimate charge over towards France, so they still maintain an ult advantage coming in. France should move off the point here. This is a clever move, but they're going to have to be very careful now as Thailand start to unload.
Yeah, giving a lot of room for Thailand to get in position. The Graviton Surge comes in. You don't see Thailand get anything for it. It's a nice sound barrier there from Alpha Cast, but Apudo picks up 3 towards the end of that fight. KFC guarding his teammates with that Reinhardt shield on the point. Mickey's going to earn himself that Diva Bomb. No need to use it now. Thailand gets control, and this one just going back and forth, Mitch.
It appears to me that France don't really know how to respond to this quad tank comp coming out of Thailand. I like to see Digan switching away from the Genji, right? Genji's not going to do much against 4 tanks. Even if he has a Dragon Blade, you need to go straight for the back line, and that's hard to do with the big bodies in the way. Switch to the Mei now for a little bit more control, and this is the combo that shuts down tank stacking, right? Reaper, Mei, and Anna in there for the ult.
Yeah, you're able to just separate teams because the tank's obviously not the most mobile of heroes. Mei does a fantastic job with her walls to separate the opponents. It's 2 quick kills, though, coming in for Thailand. Make it a 3rd, and here comes France. They're stalled out on their push. Now we'll actually see when France resets, maybe they can get a combination here going. Kitty, she will have that nano boost. Crew will have that Death Blossom. Then you have Mikolo with that Earth Shatter. I feel like you're going to have to land a big Earth Shatter here to break things open.
Yeah, you basically have what you need on the front side to break the tank stack here as well. Let's see what Crew does. Good Graviton Surge to answer, but Crew's going to go through it there with the Wraith form now. We see Mickey charging through.
Yeah, and you're going to get a good healing through this from France. They're going to trade these initial kills. Mickey's going to earn another Diva Bomb, but you see, just put to sleep right away. And going for a ride. Not able to fly up from that. I was going to say no shift available. That I was like watching her fall. I was like, no.
I know, right? It really does tug at the heartstrings there. I mean, the bonus is that Mickey, if he does come back in with the Diva, will have the self-destruct available. That's a really nasty combo, actually, with a Graviton Surge if you can make it work. France have control. They have some ultimates to work with. They have a Death Blossom, they have a Graviton Surge. They can stretch this out a little bit longer, and that Blizzard's not far away.
Yeah, and you're going to see the Death Blossom come in. It's going to be 2 quick kills, and they're actually going to invest the Blizzard into this, and I don't know if that's a good call, Mitch. I think they would have been able to win that fight with ease and hold that Blizzard, and the Blizzard would have been huge because it would allow Crew to come off the spawn and get right back into the fight, stall out some more time.
Yeah, utterly unnecessary in my opinion there, but hey, that's fine. I mean, we do have a Reinhardt Mikolo who can benefit big time from a nano boost coming from Kitty. Also, the Earth Shatter's there. Just not the ideal suite that France could have had for this fight.
Yeah, France. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them there. You're going to see the nano boost come through. Mikolo has the Earth Shatter. You see the Diva Bomb go up in the sky. Nice job blocking it from his teammates. Not going to take any damage from that. Migolo in a perfect position to hit an Earth Shatter. Just needs to locate a lot of the members of Thailand. And as he knocks down 3 members, he actually gets taken out. So Zalfig's on Lucio with a big kill there. Digan, though, holding on. Crew hiding out inside of the point with the Death Blossom. We'll see if Thailand checks their corners because he can do a lot of damage.
Great wall. It allowed Thailand's sound barrier to dissipate and more healing to go towards France. They needed that little breather from the wall. Perfect from Digan. Now we're into overtime.
Oh, now it's a perfect wall coming in there from Digan. You saw the Graviton come in from NZNR, and he just blocked the damage coming through. And you're going to see the fight ensue on the point. It's going to be a nano boosted Migolo going up high in the sky. And he comes down with a fantastic shot right to the mouth of KO KFC. And he's going to knock back Apudo off the point. Apudo needs to get back on, and it is not enough. It's going to be France taking our tiebreaker here over Thailand, 2-0 on Nepal.
That was insane stuff, Niccolo. France have made it to BlizzCon. All the trials and tribulations that have led them here are now worth it. And of course, the boon of the Soldier 76 coat paying off. Just quickly, X, there's some great moments. Digan made a mistake at the start of the round by jumping off as Junkrat. He actually tried to save himself with a remote mine to bounce back up. Didn't work. He also overcommitted that Blizzard, but the wall right at the end. There was a sound barrier on Thailand. They wanted to fight, and France didn't. The wall was put up there, and that allowed not only a little bit of a chance for a breather, but then Thailand's sound barrier had dissipated. They'd missed their window. And Kitty was off towards the side to heal up what was left of the French team so they could deal with that second wave after the wall fell. And then, of course, Miccolo trying to get to the moon there. He's not quite Winston. Wasn't a bad effort, but, I mean, that airborne hit coming down, that is some next-level stuff.
I tell you what, it just created a crazy angle that they had to fight from, right? I mean, Reinhardt's flying through the air. Nox with a fantastic game, goes 26-3. And I believe we have Jason on the floor already with an interview.
Thank you guys for this one. Alpha, you guys have received so much criticism from the French community, and now you've come here to represent France and to make it into BlizzCon. How does it feel, man?
I'm gonna say it in French. Je me sens très très bien. I'm feeling amazing. I can't realize we're gonna play on stage at BlizzCon. It's just insane how hard it was for us, but we did it. We managed to beat China, who were really scary, Thailand, who have amazing players, and those guys are really, really cool people, because some teams will be so down, they kept smiling, and we had so much fun for this match. So yeah, we're just so happy, and many thanks to the French audience and to everyone that watched the tournament, because wow.
And what was going on in comms at the end there? I could hear the screaming, I could feel the ground shaking. Yeah. It had to have been crazy.
I mean, our biggest problem with Thailand were their Mei and Genji combo. And then we saw China beat them quite easily in the first match of the tiebreakers. So we were like, oh, that's how you do it. But we didn't choose to go for the same comp as China did, but instead tried to play generally better. And at the end, it was fairly easy to counter them because they had the Diva and they had a Road Dog. So we just picked Mei and Reaper, who are direct hard counters. So it was way easier this time than before because we had the right team comp. So yeah, Nox did an amazing job at just deciding which picks to use. So yeah.
All right, well, I know how hard you've been working and the entire team's been working. I want to give you a chance to give some shout-outs to some friends, to some family, to the community out there that might have been supporting you now.
Shout out to the French community in general. You guys are amazing. You were so supportive. Twitter was just insane. Like the spam on my phone is probably dead by now because of the notifications. But yeah, you guys were amazing. Just shout out to everyone that were cheering for us. Shout out to Blizzard. Shout out to OGaming that casted the games. Also to Tiwiki who's gonna cast the games. In videos, also my team, the Gatosek, Sansushi, Trauma, Manaberry, Crapo Play, Yob, you guys. I'm gonna see Trauma and Sansushi at BlizzCon. So yeah.
Didn't think you had this long of a list.
Yeah, I have a long list, but thanks everyone.
All right, well, congratulations to you and your team. And before we head back to the desk, I have one thing left to say. Vive la France!
Yeah!
What happened to America, Jason? That's okay. We'll forgive you this moment of hype for France. All right, America's already through. Now it's France joining China at BlizzCon at the end of the week. Let's break down that quick match there that put our team all the way through.
As it turns out,
they won anyway.
France did. Oh, they did. France did not need additional help in order to get the wins.
They didn't even need the Bastion on Village.
Nope.
Who knew?
They didn't.
I thought you said they needed
They're
that.
so good.
No, apparently they are so good today.
Your analysis was so good right up until then.
Until the Bastion.
Well, I'm out. Thanks for having me.
Well, let's take a quick look at the matches here. We do have some replays to look at. And Crew on the Reaper to start things off, doing
That was
work.
a great start.
Yeah, the start here, I think, really set the tone for this match. That Thailand never really had a chance to get back into this point on Village, but what a great entrance. May walling them, cutting them off, and then the immediate charge. Everybody all-inning with the Zarya shield. Just really working out well for France, and it was pretty much domination with the Blizzards from that point forward.
And there was a lot of confusion going on in the Thailand camp here. Monte pointed out that you wanted to see the Mei more, but they instantly swapped it off. They went to a Pharah. It turned out not that well, and Opuro on a Tracer, when I would have liked to see a McCree instead versus this Mei.
I just don't think there are long enough sight lines into the point to justify ever really running a Pharah on Village, so that was a big concern of mine, and I think Thailand was grasping at straws there, but they did do a lot better when it came to Sanctum.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it was a lot of because of Degon's pick here. They went for a Junkrat, personally not a fan, and then he swapped to a Genji. But when he went to this Reaper Mei composition versus a quad tank composition, I think it worked out really well for them.
I'm not a fan of the Junkrat. I do like Hanzo on this map because you have the long line of sight. In fact, you, Rogue, like to run Hanzo on Sanctum.
Tvik, good player.
Yes, very good player. But I think it just provides more of that long-range damage, and it's just simply more reliable on this map. Plus, the Dragon Strike along these corridors can be absolutely deadly. There's nowhere to go.
What, you don't like the retire?
No, I don't.
I do. I think Junkrat can be fun. He can control the space around the spawns pretty well, but in the end, you don't see a whole lot of it in there.
Keyword.
So can Hanzo.
Keyword.
I suppose.
You said Junkrat could be fun.
He can be. He often
Fun,
is.
does not
This isn't about fun, Reinforce.
good.
We've got Monty and Joe on the desk.
Wow.